before we hop into the tutorial, I just want to do a little housekeeping. If you purchase the Squarespace Lightbox Anything plugin, you have the license to use it on one single website. Every single time that you want to use this feature on another website, you'll have to scroll down and buy a standard license. If you think that you're going to use this on multiple websites, then you'll need to purchase the business license to the right-hand side. Now, if you think that you're going to be using multiple Squarespace themes plugins, you can save a ton by going to the bundle. So to access the bundle, just click on plugins, click on the words the bundle, and then scroll down to the bottom. Now that you have paid for the plugin, you need to download the files. So it's going to be delivered to you via send out, and it's going to look a little something like this. To the right hand side of the name, you will see a download button, and you need to click on that to download it to your computer, and it will show up as a zip file. So just like any other zip file, you'll need to unzip it to gain access to the content. So in order to install the plugin, we need to install the JavaScript, install the CSS file, and then we need to put the code below in the code injection footer field. So the way I like to organize my plugins on the back end is I go into my website and I scroll down to not linked, and I'm going to make a quick folder, and it's going to be called the name of the plugin. So in this case, we're going to do Lightbox Anything. Once you create your folder, then we're going to add the JavaScript and the CSS code. So we're going to click on Add Page, Link, name the link, click on the gear, click on File, scroll down, and upload the file. So just click on it and open it. And once it has opened in Squarespace, you'll see it appear in your list. Just click to the left-hand side to select it and hit Save. So now we have CSS, and here is the file. Then we're going to click Save. Next, we're going to add another page, link. We'll name this one JavaScript, gear, file, scroll down, upload file. Double click, click beside it, save, and save. So now we have the files uploaded to the site. So what I'm going to do here is just compress the folder, and now I need to install that other code, which is step 2. So we'll click back on Home, go down to Settings, Advanced, Code Injection. And you'll see Header, and you'll need to scroll down for the footer. So if we go back to our Lightbox instructions, it says add the code below to code injection footer field. We're going to hit copy the code, go back to our site, paste it in the footer field, and then at the top you'll see save. So now that we've got the code installed, we need to actually Lightbox our content. So add a Lightbox URL to any URL on your site, and this link will open up a Lightbox window with the chosen content. Any Lightbox URL must start with the hashtag Lightbox _ prefix in order to work. So we talked about how we're going to Lightbox a video. So down here you see video link, URL format, hashtag Lightbox _ and then the link to the video itself. Now we can prevent this from needing a hashtag Lightbox _ if we select it up here. So if you click this box here, omit prefix for video links, as you can see down here, it changes the code. So I use a lot of video content in my business, so I'm going to go ahead and copy that code. I'm going to go back to Settings, Advanced, Code Injection, scroll down, and we're going to delete the first code and add it with the customization and hit save. So that's the case with any of these areas here. If you select any of these, it will change the code below. So if you decide to use that, make sure you copy the code and reinstall it under the code injection field in the footer. So I would hop on over to YouTube and click on share and then copy my link from there. I recommend that you do it that way because if you were already playing a video, the link up top is going to have a timestamp on it. So when someone else watches the content, it'll fast forward to where you pause the video. If you do the share link, it's going to start at the very beginning. And if you do want the video to start in a specific spot, you can click down here to select that time spot. But either way, we've got our link now. So we're going to hop on over here and we're going to create some text. And we're going to say Canva logo tutorial. Then we're going to highlight that text and make it a link by clicking on the little link here and then pasting that link directly from YouTube. Once you do that, we're going to hit apply and we're going to save our changes. I like to use an incognito window to make sure that everything is installed properly without having to worry about logging out of my site. So here is the link that we created. And if I click on that text, not only does it immediately Lightbox, but it starts to play the video. So now we're going to go back and Lightbox an image. Now remember the Lightbox instructions. We edited the code so that we did not need the prefix for video links. However, images do not work that way. So if we are trying to, let's see here, use a block, we want to Lightbox a form or a gallery or etc., the format for the link is Lightbox _ page URL _ block ID. So the page ID is located at the top and that is the hashtag collection, but the block ID is within the code if you use the Chrome Development Tools Elements panel. Now that we have our image that we'd like to Lightbox, we need to go and find the block ID. The easiest way to do that is to download the Chrome extension Squarespace ID Finder. Once you install that extension, you can find out the collection and the block ID with the click of a button. This is already installed on my end, so we're going to go back to our page. And when you do, you'll see in the top right-hand corner a little grid. If you hover, it says Find Squarespace IDs, and we're just going to click on that extension and locate the block that we're trying to Lightbox. So in this case, we're trying to Lightbox this long image, so we're going to click on block. And when you click on that text, it automatically copies it to your clipboard. Then we're going to hop back into the page. And there is our block ID. The name of our page is _ practice. And this is the block ID. Now once we have all of that, we need our text. So we're going to say Silver Summit Mockup. We're going to highlight everything to copy it, highlight the text, make it a link, and hit apply. Then we're going to save our changes. For more plugins or to find the perfect theme for your next Squarespace website, head on over to squarespacethemes.com.